Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So we are going to get immediately into a reading and see what is going on. What are the messages that we are getting? Thank you for your likes, for your hypes, for your subscribes, for your comments, for your donation, your, I don't know how we call it, your super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I am grateful for your presence, and I am grateful for all of those things that you are doing, truly. So, let me shuffle one more time. Oof, I nearly cut my finger with those cards. So, let's see what's going on. What is going on? Oh, this jumped. The cards are jumping. Can you see how they're jumping? The Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. The King of Cups. The Six of Wands in reverse. The King of Cups. Okay, with the Six of Wands in reverse here, we have someone who is not celebrated anymore. They don't have the support of the community. They might have lost the support, not being admired anymore. Kind of feel even people going against them. Okay. Interesting. It's called the fall of Jericho. Yeah, it's truly the fall. But it's interesting because in the upright it's not the fall, but in the reverse it is, and here it is in reverse. So the King of Cups. Okay. People getting some kind of awareness, self-awareness, realizing how kind you are, how you are operating from a good place, a pure heart. It is in the place of relationship and connections, this King of Cups. Okay. Do you see those cards? What is going on here? Ooh, okay. Yeah, we are getting clarity here. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. When we are talking about the Queen of Swords in reverse, we are talking here about somebody very negative, very judgmental, very beat up, very critical. Kind of feel here that somebody is falling from grace. I kind of feel that this is the right word to say that with the Six of Swords. Six of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, but here, see the wands, it's called candles. The cups are called chalices. So it's a little bit, I have to translate every time because I want you to understand. And I kind of feel that some of you already understand truly the cards. So, they are falling from grace because I kind of feel that people see you now in a very, very different light. We already saw that before with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody was very judgmental, very critical, coming from a very bitter place, very manipulative, very cold, cruel even. Tell me more here, please. Oh, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, a conditional relationship. Might be talking about a mother. We might be talking about a mother. It doesn't have to be, right? It's not because it's a queen here and a king here. The genders are not related, but somehow kind of feel here this kind of energy. The Hangman, people seeing things from a very, very new perspective now. Interesting, 12, 13, 14. And two sixes in reverse. The six cards in the tarot are very positive in the if they are in the upright. Here they are in the reverse. Let's see. Card number 6. Strength in reverse. Yeah, somebody here is losing their shit. They have no control over their situation, no control over their feelings. It's a very, very different energy if we are looking at the King of Cups. You might be a feminine and still I said, we are here in how people are perceiving you, right? So you don't have to be a masculine or feminine. It's irrelevant. What people are seeing, it is that you are emotionally mature, right? That you are also coming from a place, from a heart space that is very much balanced, right? Which is kind of the total opposite of this Queen of Swords that is truly, it's somebody totally unhealed, right? And it is also somebody who is not healing because they are lying, they are manipulating, they are being very judgmental, very critical. And when somebody is so judgmental and critical on the outside, in fact, in their inner narrative, they are also a little bit the same way talking to themselves, right? Even though they might, in the narrative, they might justify everything that they are doing and everything that they are saying, right? And believe in the whole world is the problem, right? Because it's somebody bitter here. We are talking about somebody bitter. But in fact, if you go to the nitty-gritty, what they might not even realize, it's that they are very, very critical, not just regarding the world, also regarding themselves. This is why it makes them feel so much better when they can criticize other people, when they can judge other people, because it makes them feel that other people are like them, in fact, right? In some kind of way. Okay, and with the strengths in reverse, yeah, somebody losing their shit. It's also totally opposite of the energy that we have here with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotionally very, very stable, very intuitive, very stable. Okay, let's see. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, listen. Very, very interesting. So listen, their karma, they are totally blocked, right? We are talking here about, I kind of feel this Queen of Swords. They are totally stuck. There is something that they were expecting. It's not happening, right? We have the Two of Pentacles here. They might be losing a lot of money. This is kind of talking about a lack of balance. We have a lot of lack of balance here, right? But the lack of balance here comes truly because people are seeing them in a totally different light, and I kind of feel that at the end of the day, what is even worse for this person is that people are seeing you for somebody loving, caring, right? And this is, by contrast, showing how they are unloving. We have here the conditional love, right? In the healing place, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, right? It's not a wish fulfillment. Somebody here is stuck in lack of self, right? This is what I was explaining to you about those people that are bitter and critical and all those kind of things. They are in this negativity, but this is a reflection of what is going on inside of them, right? So yeah, whatever they were expecting to come towards them, it's not coming towards them, and they are, listen, it's all about somebody losing their shit, and they are losing their shit. They cannot control their feelings anymore. I kind of feel that we can even see the bitterness on their face, right? It's in their energy. They cannot even present themselves, hold a kind of mask here. They can't. They can't. I'm very much attracted here to the Six of Pentacles in reverse, right? The conditional love. I kind of feel that we are talking about a mother. Maybe because of the fact that we expect a mother to have unconditional love for their child, right? And if they are critical, we tend to believe that it is coming from a good place. And suddenly people realize that it is not the case. That this person is totally unstable. They are totally unstable. The Strength card in reverse is in the 6th place. What must be done, right? What must be done, it is for people to realize, in fact, that this person is driven by their lower self. Yeah, they are very instinctive, but the instinctive is coming from a unhealed part of them, right? It's a person that is reacting. They are not responding. There is no heart space. I tell you, the connection here, it's the kind of person that if they would do something nice for you, there is always a hidden agenda. It doesn't come, it's like the person, the example coming to me, it's somebody that you are getting married and they are saying, I want to help you with the marriage and I will pay for the marriage, I will pay a part of the marriage. But in fact, they are doing that because they want to be able to control your wedding, right? They want to be able to decide for everything. And this is why they are paying. I'm not saying that somebody who's paying, they cannot have some kind of demands. This is not the subject. This is truly a manipulation technique, right? They are paying so that they can have control over the situation. It's truly a controlling tactic here. Everything here is conditional. Nothing is given coming from their heart space, right? Okay, interesting. Let's see, let's get a little bit deeper into that. Which deck do I want to use? I don't know why I want to use this deck. So let's take this deck. It's a very different vibe of the deck that is on the table, but it doesn't matter. Okay, just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, no. I am talking about the energy of the card, right? So apply it however it applies to the story or to the people in your life. As said, when I'm saying that I feel that it's a mother, for some of you it might be a mother, a stepmother, all of this, but it might be somebody else, right? And this reading can be past, present, or future. This depends of your own timeline. So, let's get into it. The Six of Wands in reverse. What happened here? That suddenly they are losing the support of the environment. Listen, we have the Three of Cups came out like this. I will take it like this because it was closer to that. And then we have the moon in reverse, right? So it kind of feels with this moon in reverse here that people realize, in fact, that they had a hidden agenda, right? That they were truly hiding a part of themselves, right? That they were maybe hiding even things that they did before. With the Three of Cups here, we are talking about a toxic environment. The card was turning, right? So I kind of feel here more that we are talking about an environment that might have judged you in a dark light, and it is because they were trusting this person. and they are not anymore. What this might also tell us, it is that this person who is now falling from grace, they might not be working by themselves. I kind of feel that I will get more information here, because there is here a toxic group, but truly the card was turning. So also I kind of feel that it would be more just to take it this way. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, right? But yeah, there is here something, I kind of feel that it might be talking more about the fact that they have turned your environment to a karmic environment for you because they were hiding something, right? They were telling stories about you that are not true, right? We are talking here about a Queen of Swords, somebody who loves to criticize. They love to judge, you know. Yeah, it's somebody very, very manipulative. But in fact, they are even manipulating themselves, right? Because why do they need to criticize everyone? Why do they need to be so judgmental of everyone, right? Why do they think that they have the authority to judge? You know, and it's someone that they have a belief and they will go with this belief, and you cannot change their belief because they are bitter. They are bitter, right? Okay, let's see if you can see all the cards. Not really. Here? Yeah, kind of. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we have a clear explanation why they are falling from grace, right? Because people now know about something that they did in the dark, or they can see behind their mask, right? There is something that was hidden with the moon, but it is seen now. Tell me, the King of Cups. What should we know about this King of Cups? Yeah, there is here a total transformation, right? So people had some kind of idea about you. I kind of feel that this person have said about you that you were an opportunist, for example, right? Because the conditional, it might be, we might be talking about opportunism. And people realize, in fact, that you are somebody extremely generous. That you would give your all. Right? So with the Death card here, we are truly with a transformation. There is some kind of idea that people might have had about you, but it came to a total ending. And I truly feel that the image that people had about you was totally manipulated and influenced by this Queen of Swords. Tell me here about the Queen of Swords. Listen, we are talking here about someone who thought that they had the right to have some kind of authority over you, right? And they might have lost this authority, because we have here the card, the Six of Swords, talking about going towards calmer waters, right? And I kind of feel that they couldn't stand it. There is something here, losing control over you, realizing that they have no authority over you. It was something that was unbearable for them. And they were talking about you as if they had some kind of legitimacy to talk this way about you. And I kind of feel that truly people listen to them because, as said, I feel that we might be talking about a mother. Yeah. With the Hierophant, I already said it a few times in the last reading. It is my way or the highway, right? We are talking about someone who has some kind of beliefs. Very often, there's a double standard, right? Because they are imposing, for example, they are imposing on you to respect them, right? While they are the most disrespectful person there is, right? This is the kind of person we are talking about. Okay, tell me here, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I have one card that fell, and there is one that turned here. Okay, yeah. So, as said, I kind of feel that they presented you as being someone opportunistic, right? That if you are nice, it is just because there is some kind of advantage, that you wouldn't do anything out of your good heart. In fact, they were painting themselves, right? This is what they were doing. The Ten of Swords, right? So this idea that they sold about you, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? People know that you are somebody operating from your heart space and that you are very fair. The King of Cups is very fair. They are in the strength energy, right? They are in control of their instincts, right? Because when we are talking about instincts, one of the instincts that we have is guided by fear, right? So a King of Cups, they are in control, in fact, of their instincts. They are not allowing themselves to be guided by their darkness. They have awareness, they have self-awareness, they have experience, a lot of experience. A King of Cups has experience, right? There is a lot of maturity, emotional maturity here. While I kind of feel that the person that you are dealing with, I said, might be your mother or a mother figure, somebody older, they are emotionally immature, totally. And very prideful, very prideful. Yeah, look. Lying, stealing, manipulating, cheating, backstabbing. Seven of Swords. I don't know how it fell, right? Because it fell on my lap, on my knees. I don't know how we say, but the energy here, it is somebody lying, manipulating, cheating, all those kind of things, right? If it's in reverse, it means that they are exposed. It could be in reverse because with the reading that we have here, it kind of feels that this person is exposed. Everything here is saying this person is exposed and now they are losing their shit because they are exposed, right? They were expecting something that is not coming towards them, which might be you coming back to them or something else, a plan that they were working on, that they were hoping that they would get something out of it, right? We are talking here about somebody opportunistic, right? So if we are talking about a parent, we might be talking about taking from you money, taking from you inheritance, putting on you some kind of power of attorney, presenting you as crazy in order for them to have access to your money and do whatever they want, maintain some kind of control over you, right? I kind of feel that I will put it in reverse, but as said, it doesn't truly matter. Doesn't truly matter. Okay. So, whatever this person has said about you, right, it's over. It's over. The Ten of Swords here, whatever narrative, whatever story they have presented of you, the slandering, the critics. Listen, if people are seeing you as the energy of the King of Cups, this is truly somebody that people love because they know that it is somebody who is responsible of their own feelings. They are not acting upon their feelings, right? This is somebody who is very emotional, very kind, very caring, very understanding, but they also have the experience and the maturity to know how to operate with that, right? So it is not someone that you can abuse emotionally because they have been abused emotionally a lot of times before they became the King of Cups, right? As said, you are not born a King of Cups. You become a King of Cups or a Queen of Cups because you have experience, right? Okay, the hangman. Yeah, listen, people know that they were hiding something. They know, the hermit in reverse. That they were acting out of their darkness, that whatever they said, it had no base in the truth. It was all coming from their own I want to say strategic way of thinking. I truly feel here, right? We are talking about somebody who is totally unhealed, somebody who is not questioning themselves. They are very prideful, very ego-driven, which means that the narratives that they are creating out of their bitterness, right? We are talking about somebody who's very frustrated. We might be talking about someone who's jealous, envious, since maybe they were a child and they just never they build some kind of ego, and they are living through this ego, right? Never did any kind of work. So the narratives that they are building when they are being critical and all those kind of things, it's kind of if they didn't develop even the intelligence to understand what they are doing. They are totally guided by their bitterness and their frustrations, right? Let's see. The Knight of Wands here. I kind of feel that they spoke shit about you with a lot of conviction. A lot of conviction. Right, the Five of Wands. Yeah, a lot of conviction. Because they were fighting their own battle. They were in competition with something. They were competing with you. And yes, we might be talking about a mother that can be jealous about their child. I know that it sounds crazy, but it happens more than what we think, right? Yeah. They wanted you to be rejected and to be isolated. There is something about you that they couldn't stand, and I kind of feel that what they couldn't stand, it is your heart space. It was reflecting on them even more bitterness and more frustration. Instead of learning from you, it has just done the opposite. And the King of Cups is also very intuitive. Right? So you could see behind the mask of this person. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. But now people are seeing things from a very different perspective. Right? This might also reflect on you with your story with this person. You needed to get to a place of acceptance of this truth that was presented in front of you, that this person was not loving, that this person was competitive with you, was jealous of you, that they would always be judgmental and critical because they wanted to have some kind of authority over you, and in order to have this authority, they needed to keep you down, doubting of yourself, right? So this might also reflect on you because we are here in the place of the change. The path shift. So for you, things change once you could accept some kind of truth and you succeeded to see things from a new perspective. Maybe before, because of who this person is in your life, a mother, we might also be talking about a best friend, for example, right? We might even be talking about a spouse. But I kind of feel that whoever this person, the person's role in your life was, because of this role for you, it was for sure that this person loved you. And because of that, you might have interpreted everything in a false light, in fact, right? It was disturbing you from seeing the truth for what it is. But at a certain moment, the same way as what I said before, when it's a mother talking badly about their child, most people will not think that this person is slandering their child, that there is here something very, very ugly happening. They will think that this parent is coming from a place of care, when in fact it might absolutely not be the case. But you might also have been there, right? No, it's not possible that this person is just, that they don't care about me, that they don't care about the destruction that they are bringing in my life. It might not have made sense to you because of who you are, right? Let's see here the strength in reverse. They thought, right? They thought that you would never take the jump, that you would never see the truth, heal, kind of feel that they thought that they would always succeed to have some kind of control, authority, impact over you. This is what I feel here. I also feel that now they might understand that they have made a huge mistake. And by saying made a huge mistake, considering what I feel here to be the character of this person, I don't feel like this person is missing you, right? I kind of feel more that the mistake that they did, it is losing control over you, losing authority over you. They might think from their very prideful and ego-driven place that if they lost authority over you, or emotional impact on you, it is because they did a mistake. They didn't understand that at the end of the day, they might have made themselves more important than what they truly are. While they might have been very important, if we are talking about all those roles that I talked about, they might have been very, very important to you. But their behavior was so disgusting, they were so critical and judgmental, and fear-mongering, and everything that they did was conditional, right? That at a certain moment, like, I kind of feel that they thought that they lost the battle because they did something, while in fact, they lost the battle long time ago, and you were just giving them chances over and over and over again until you stop giving them chances. Because you understood, right, that they would never change. They would never change, right? Give me something more here about the strength in reverse, please. The Chariot in reverse. I think that something happened in public and they lost their shit. And this is the moment where things became very, very clear. I think that the mask slipped. This is what I feel. They might have been so, we are talking here about assets, somebody very frustrated, so angry, right? That at a certain moment, they didn't realize that there were people around and that people could see where they were truly coming from. We have the Fool here, right? The Fool in reverse, it can talk about somebody acting like a total fool, right? They might have pretended before that you broke their heart, right? We might be talking about a narcissistic individual, because this is very often what they are doing, right? They are telling that they are so worried about you, right? This is why they are talking about you and presenting you as I'm not saying that they are mentally unstable for you to know that they are mentally unstable. I'm just telling you that because I'm so worried about them, right? While in fact you are absolutely not mentally unstable. You might be very, very reactive because you are dealing here with somebody unbearable, very, very toxic. Very toxic. I see the devil's card in front of me, right? Somebody who is trauma bonding you, who is trying to force you into some kind of respect towards them while they are absolutely, totally disrespectful. So I kind of feel here that they did something or they said something that showed clearly that they have never ever been heartbroken by you because they have no heart. Simply. This is what I truly feel that people could see here. They lost their shit in front of people, and it has brought light to what's going on. Let's see here the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse, very often it talks about entitlement, arrogance, and it's exactly what I feel that there is here. Somebody who is totally disrespectful, who nothing is coming from their heart space, right? Who is manipulative, bitter, judgmental, all those kind of things, right? And you are supposed to be respectful to them, right? This is arrogance, entitlement. Who do you think you are? You know, it's the kind of people that love those phrases like, you have to respect all the people. No, I will respect people that are respectful to me. Their age doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day. Tell me. Yeah, listen. Look. The Nine of Cups came back again in reverse. And next to it, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Their issue with you, right, it is that you are independent, which is totally crazy because if we are talking, for example, about a mother, right, as said, doesn't have to be. If we are talking about a mother, this mother has forced you to be independent. You had no other choice but to be independent because this was not a safe parent. But now, like when you were a child, they didn't want to deal with you, right? So you had to be an adult, even being a small child. You had no other choice. But later on, no. Now that they don't have to handle you, you can handle yourself. Your independence is a problem because they need to have some kind of impact on you, right? Look at the face. The face. Yeah, listen, we are talking here about arrogance and entitlement, double standard, this person who is only bringing you burdens in your life, never making anything easy, being so judgmental, critical, all of those things, fear-mongering, no support. Whenever they give some kind of support, you already know that you need to think twice before you accept whatever coming from them because there is some kind of strings attached. And you also know that if you tell them no, there will be a price, right? It's not somebody who's healing, right? We are talking here, the Nine of Cups in reverse is in the place of healing. We are talking about someone who is not healing and they will never, ever heal, right? The Three of Wands in reverse. I love that. Listen. The Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords being in a mental prison, you are not anymore. The Two of Swords, not knowing how to move, what decision to make, because there is some kind of truth that you have a hard time to see. In reverse. You moved on. I'm talking here to someone who has moved on. I'm talking to you here. This for you is a healing reading, right? Yeah. It is someone that you have already taken distance of because you see very clearly. But in the past, you were very, very confused because of this person and you were stuck, maybe overthinking all the time, not knowing what to do, doubting yourself, feeling truly stuck, feeling stuck. This is what this person wanted. Yeah, okay. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is very self-explanatory. Yeah, the problem here, it's the truth that came out. It fell on my lap, right? But it came out like this. Yeah, the issue, it is the truth that is coming out, and the truth that is coming out, it is that whatever this person have said about you, it is all lies. And as this person is all about pride and ego, they cannot handle it. This is why they are in total imbalance. They won't get out of this balance. And if we are talking here, right, about some kind of legal situation where they presented something, right, in order to have some kind of authority over you, take something from you, the court, the judge, could see through their bullshit. The judge totally saw that, in fact, this person is totally unstable. They have no doubt. They see things very, very clearly. We have the Hangman here, right? There is one story that has been presented, and it is obvious now. With the Six of Pentacles here, right? We might even be talking about... I'm thinking because we had the Six of Pentacles also in the upright here, right? We might be talking about someone who is stealing from you while you have been extremely generous towards them. Yeah. The lies are out. The lies are out. Anything else here about the Two of Pentacles? Unicorn. Somebody talked about the rainbow unicorn. I talked about the card. Here's the card of the unicorn. Yeah. Listen, people might have been confused about you for some kind of reason. With this unicorn, you know, we live in a world where sometimes people have a hard time. I'm watching those videos, you know, of a guy, it's three brothers, and they are going to people homes, right? And they are proposing for free to do their, how do you say? Like do housework there in their home, right? It's on the outside. It's not even on the inside of the home. They see that someone's roof, the roofing, right, is a problem. They are going to this person and they are saying, I want to do it for free for you. And most people say no, they don't want it because they don't believe that people can truly be as good. The King of Cups. So you might have been extremely generous to this person, right? And this person might have said that, in fact, all that you gave them, you didn't give it out of generosity. You gave it because it was theirs. And somehow, because most people have a hard time to believe that people can truly come from a kind place, uninterested place, especially if you are a little bit intelligent, right? Because if you are stupid, then people can believe that you are kind. But if you are a little bit intelligent, people won't believe that you are kind. They will think that there is something, the narrative of saying that in fact, it's not that you were generous towards them, but you gave them back their own money, right? People will believe that. It makes more sense to most people than to think that somebody who is not a total naive, a little bit stupid, a little bit, I don't know what, right? Yeah, people cannot believe that somebody can be intelligent and kind at the same time. Like, it's not possible, right? So they will prefer to believe that if you are intelligent, that you are a snake at the same time, right? This is what this unicorn is telling me, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to closure. Let's go to closure. What's the closure here? Yeah, they are fighting now. Look. Look. Tell me more. Burdened. Burdened. Yeah. Listen, so I kind of feel, you know, this is just in order to give you news about someone that you took distance of. Maybe you don't care about this news, but, you know, it's coming up, so I kind of feel that maybe somebody needs to hear it, right? Yeah, this person have said about you a lot of ugly things, right? That in their position, especially, it's truly not people couldn't fathom the idea that this person could truly come from such a ugly place, But the truth is here because they lost their shit in front of people, right? It's kind of it's the kind of person that are so prideful, right? So ego-driven and prideful that at the end of the day, it's kind of easy to provoke them, right? And they have exposed themselves. They have exposed themselves. They have lost their shit. It is here all over. All over. They lost their shit. Yeah. It's obvious now that they were competing with you, that they were the one creating issues in your life, that it's all on them. It's all on them. You are the unicorn. King of Cups unicorn. Yeah, they are burdened now. And from what I can see here, ending with the Two of Pentacles. In reverse, a lack of balance, right? They will stay there. They will stay there. Yeah, it's not going, you know, I kind of feel that it's a person that until now, they could somehow, you know, at the end of the day, it is someone that until now, they should have been very, very happy about what they had. But they were not, because they are who they are, listen. Because they are negative and they are jealous and they are envious and they are bitter and they are critical and they are judgmental and all those kind of things. But they had everything to be happy. And maybe they pretended that they were, but they were not. Because somebody who is so nasty and needs to have control over other people and is all in conditional love, it's not somebody that's happy. They can pretend that they are happy. It's a mask. It's fake, right? But they had everything to kind of be happy, but they were not. And now, with these Two of Pentacles in reverse here, I kind of feel that now they will be in a very, very difficult place. And now, not being happy will be justified. Before, it was not. Now, it will be. So anyway, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.